Welcome to the Mucked Up My Self-Care podcast.
I'm Jill from New York.
And I'm Linda from Tasmania.
We are two moms from opposite sides of the world who are living, demonstrating, and helping moms across the world build their self-care asset bank.
Ready to dive in? Messy, interrupted, imperfect, and most of all mucked up. Let's get going.
Hi, Linda.
Oh, she got the first say. Oh, you should be embarrassed, and you're not. Oh, there's a little bit of your flavour on my shirt. A little bit of vomit. No, that's fine. All right. Hi.
Hi. Oh my goodness.
Hi.
Yay. So let's start us off, Linda, with some muck highs and muck lows for this episode.
Goodness. Highs would be I've been making some real progress on my book in Canva this weekend. I think I did about 84 pages, like checked. Yep. So possibly a little bit more. So some of them were already in there. I just had to do a little bit of fine tuning, as happens with these book things. Yep. And low. I've had someone questioning my mental health, which feels a bit icky, because I actually think it's okay. Unfortunately, they don't see it that way. So, yeah.
That.
Yep.
I can feel that a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
That's never a fun thing.
Yeah. And essentially what I'm doing is actually just withdrawing from that person in a way that's, I guess, appearing as depressed or, that sort of thing, because I'm not choosing to interact as I have in the past. And so therefore, I'm conserving my energy around that person, and then without them, I'm actually okay. So anyway, that's a whole other book to write.
Yeah.
One day.
That will be a discussion for another day for sure.
Indeedy. Go. Your highs and your lows. I think I know what.
Let's see. My low will be yesterday we skipped a nap on purpose and it bit us in the butt at the end of the day. So don't want to do it again. Unfortunately, that means not being able to do some hanging out with some new friends, but we'll get there one day where naps won't be like a necessity, because it's still a necessity. My high is that I'm coming off of a really great mid-quarter weekend, one that had a great women's relaxation retreat, we'll call it. Actually, that's exactly what it was called. And then a little bit of sticky note time this weekend and just hanging out and having fun with friends. So yeah, this retreat was much needed and deserved. It was fantastic. Good stuff.
So happy for you. Like, and we haven't had a chance to catch up much since you've been back. So why don't you, while I'm dealing with this one, and you've got one on your lap, why don't you tell me all about it?
It was all about it. Yeah, it was great. It was not what I was expecting. I don't know if any retreats ever what anybody's expecting unless they've done it already. But I was kind of hoping for some time. A lot of meditation is what I was hoping for, which we didn't really have a whole lot of, but I had a lot of quiet alone time to do reflecting, which gave me a lot of time to actually get through some of writing my book, which was big for me, but a lot of sunshine, some yoga, really good food. I had a great 10-minute massage to get a knot out of my back that I've probably had for about a year. Oh, that was powerful. Very powerful. Yes, baby. She's eating right now.
Why?
Because she's hungry. It's nighttime for her. She's going to put to bed. Okay. And not having all
Totally
these
off screen.
unnecessary questions from this guy.
Mhm.
Beep, beep, beep.
Endless.
Yeah.
Endless. Yeah.
Oh my God. But you know, Linda, this was so funny to me because I'm getting ready to go on Saturday morning. And as you know, when you have something planned, the whole world goes to shit, it feels like, right before you go out.
Yep. Yep. I want to talk about that in a second because it's a bit like you know how kids on Christmas Day, they get to the end of Christmas Day and they're just completely on this huge come down, or Boxing Day, and the same happens with a birthday or any really big event. I think we build up so much expectation for ourselves and like this momentum of gearing ourselves up and prepping and getting ready and anticipation and waiting. And there's so many emotions that fall into this type of moment. And there's many moments we've done it all most of our lives, but it is like this melty come down, I think for me, oh, that was such a look.
He just burped. Oh my God.
He knew he did it. He just burped. It was like, oh no. Yep. It's a bit like a good burp, really.
Yeah. But you're so right.
You feel better afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're so right about that. The hype that we get. And then when something just doesn't work out to what we thought, it's like the worst. Pictures?
Yeah.
Okay. It's like such a letdown then. Gosh. To ourselves that like,
there we
why
go.
do we have to go through this mess to get to have fun? But that was it. So he woke up the night before. I was like, I'm not going to pack tonight. I don't really know what I need to pack. We're going to do it in the morning. We'll get up at 5, have our morning quiet time and do our packing then. I have to get him ready to go to my parents for the campground for the day to watch him. I got him packed the night before. He was easy. Me, I was like, whatever, we'll do it in the morning. But of course he wakes up at 3:30 in the morning.
We need a house.
Yeah.
We need a house.
Yes, it is. And then I got to go back to bed for an hour while he sat and had snack and watched shows. But when I finally got up, I was up with him and it was nonstop questions. Mommy this, mommy why this, what, oh my gosh, for the 2.5 hours it took for me to get ready and us out the door, I was like fuming. Like, why do I need to be brought to my lowest before being able to have some relaxation time alone? Like, why do I need to feel like I need to be away from you in order to be right when I'm getting ready to get away from you? It's like every time.
And you're not alone. You're totally not alone. It's you've got to get to the low to get to the high to get to the and that's what we do every time we meet too. Like, lows, highs.
Probably the best part about this little retreat was that there was no service on my phone and my phone died. So I was like, well, nobody's going to be able to get a hold of me now.
I'm not going to do the doom scrolling of,
I was forced to be quiet for the day, which was amazing. But then when my husband came to pick me up with Declan, he goes, oh, as soon as I showed up to pick up Declan, he made me put the car seat right in the truck and leave so we could come get you. I'm like, that's the sweetest thing ever that he needed to come get me that fast. Like, all right, I'm ready for mommy now. Like,
yeah. That must have been like an icing on the cake in a way.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
It was a good experience to come home to.
Mommy,
That repeated itself the next morning.
Mommy.
Like, oh my God, I need another retreat already.
Yeah.
Mommy, I did. No.
What did you want, baby? What did you do? You messed my stuff up, man. All right, we have to figure this out later. Anyway, so that's my update, Linda, since we haven't chatted in a while. What's going on with you? You said you had something big and new to talk about.
Yeah, like I'm just thinking back to the retreats that I've done, and it's been a while. Yeah, it had definitely been a while since I've done a retreat like that. And I don't think it's been in the last, gosh, it wouldn't have been in the last 3 years. At least, maybe even longer, maybe 4 years actually. and
Yeah, this was new for me. I don't think I've
Yeah.
never done a retreat like this. I've done other ones where mostly when I was younger in school where we were doing like Bible retreats, things like that. So this is
yeah,
first as a mom and one for relaxation.
do you think you'd do it again?
I actually want to do it again next year. The woman who put it on does it twice, once in June and once in September. I don't think I do it in September because it might be really nice weather then. But I want to get a few more people together to come with me next year. I think it would be really great for some of the moms and just women I know in general, because you didn't have to be a mom to go on it. It was a women's relaxation retreat. So
yeah. How many of you were there?
oh my gosh, there was probably 20 of us total.
Mommy,
Wow, that's a
Yeah.
fair few. Mhm.
Yeah.
mommy,
And the
mommy.
woman who put it on, her mom has a house on the island that we went to on the beach. So it was really awesome. We got to hang out in this house, go down and do yoga on the beach. We had a masseuse, an esthetician, and a hypnotist,
Mommy,
along with a photographer there.
mommy.
I mean,
Wow. Oh my
so
gosh.
it was cool. I didn't do the hypnotist's session, but
Yeah.
massage was
Did you get
really
some photography? Did you get some
Yes,
photography
we
stuff?
did some empowerment shoots, which was really fun. Just, doing some fun poses and just 10 minutes of stuff, nothing crazy. So it was fun to do.
What do you think you found out about yourself?
Let's see, what did I find out about myself? I was able to explore a little bit more about my core values. We did an exercise about where our values, how we see ourselves with the values that we hold, and where we'd like to work on one of our weaker values or even strength values, versus the one we're really good at. So it kind of just resonated with everything that's been going on this quarter with how my top priority fits into that, and it is one of my values that I am wanting to work on. So that is probably what I walked away with from this retreat that was most impactful.
Do you want to share? Do you want to expand on that?
Ooh, okay.
I am curious.
Like really talking about this. So sticky note time, if we've talked about it before, recap real quick, is like a practice that we do in our community to figure out our priorities of the tasks that we have that will make momentum in our lives. So last quarter, when we did our sticky note time weekend, I had for the first time, like this, I don't know what it's called, intuition. It was really for me speaking from like a word of spoken from God. Like he really put it on my heart that there was this one thing that I needed to really focus on, and it just kept coming over and over again. So I spent the time to really dive into it. And it is church. So there is some kind of a lack of faith going on right now. And over the last 3 years with Declan, I feel that I've slowly been introduced to it a little bit more, saying that it's about time that we get here now. So sticky note time was like, yes, church has got to be a priority. And then discovering what my core values were, and faith being one of the ones that I know is important to me. I was like, this is really now being honed in. Like, here we go. It's one thing after another that's like, maybe this really is the answer to get the momentum that's not there yet.
Yeah. Living proof needs to be there as well for you to feel aligned to it and connected to it, I think.
Definitely.
No, boys.
Yeah. Just interesting because over the years I've watched and observed a lot of people within different communities, and especially in the online entrepreneurship sort of space as well. And some of them churn through retreats and hypnotists and psychic readings, or different faiths or churches, or like a number of things. They basically churn through one after the other, after the other. And I think there's this external sort of seeking and searching and wanting some answers rather than trying to do some of that quiet reflection and slow down to speed up and the pulse check, if you like, of what you're actually feeling or doing or how you're actually aligning with some of those values or that sort of thing. I just have seen some more than others who just seem to be magnet to retreat after retreat after retreat, almost like it's I know it's a strong word, but like a drug of their
I get
need.
that. It's
and while I don't doubt that it's very beneficial on many, many levels, when it becomes the thing that you need in order to blah, blah, insert XYZ. Yeah. Essentially.
That's when it's a crutch. Like, what is it really doing? Is it really serving the purpose it's intended to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a common, I think, thread in all of that really it comes down to you at the end of the day and what you're going to do and your beliefs and values and what's coming up and sort of standing in your way and whether you're prepared to put in the dedication after the retreat, not just learn all the things in the retreat and have all the benefits while you're there, but what are you actually going to do this week, this month, and next year?
Yeah. How do you now implement what you've discovered in that time of reflection?
Especially if you're a mum, especially if you're busy. You're busy.
I mean, it kind of worked out. I went on a Saturday and the next day was Sunday. So I went to church, like.
Perfect. Yeah.
But it'll not getting what I thought I was wanting to get out of it makes me feel like I need to go and find the one that fills that bucket that I was looking for to be filled. But then I'm like, well, why don't I just do a weekend on my own? Like, I don't have to go away on a retreat. I just have to go away to a quiet place for 6 hours.
Like you did on Mother's Day, right?
Yeah. So I don't really need to go pay all this money to it was great to be mothered by somebody else. Like, we didn't have to bring anything. Somebody made all the food for us. So yes, that's amazing. And I can probably recreate that simply and affordably where I either don't need the meals or they're just taking care of for me wherever I end up going. So why can't we do that and just have a weekend away? Frequently we're
paid for
you're able to do
3 or 4 like Uber meals. Still probably come out better than paying for a complete retreat every weekend. Yeah, but it is really hard to find that time. I don't think I really remember too much of the time I've had alone. I had 4 in the bed last night because there was a mouse in the house. And even my 11-year-old was like, can I come and sleep in with you tonight? And so he tucked up nice and tight and everything. So it is
super duper hard to get the time away. And I wouldn't have been able to do that if I didn't have my parents close by who were able to take him for the 7 hours I was gone, and my husband be able to pick him up from them Peter when he got off of work. Would not have been able to do it, but I got everybody on board with it. It was a Mother's Day gift. It ended up being given to me so it was like it was all kind of together as a thing. It was gifted.
Yeah, so I'm so glad to see you on the other side. You do look very refreshed.
I'm also really tan, which I love. It's good. I'm looking forward to it this week because this is Declan's last week of school too. So it's kind of like I'm refreshed now to prepare for that.
Yeah. That's a great place to try and onward from there. Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you for this debrief of my relaxation weekend.
And to anyone out there, I think we've highlighted the benefit, but also the fact that you can gift yourself that as well in different ways.
Yeah, because especially if you can't get the time to get away or have the resources to get away,
Yeah.
you can take advantage of some quiet time here and there in schedules and still be able to get some kind of a relaxation or a refresh with the little time that is available.
Yeah. And then have banging and clanging in the background. And you're like, we're just trying to wrap it up.
Maybe on that case, until next week, Linda.
We do hope you can unstuck your muck, whatever you've got going on in the background. Bye for now.
See you guys